is such an incredible feeling of freedom when you get into countryside like this and you know the only thing you need to do is park the van, light a fire, have some grub, catch up with mates and catch a fish. We've driven about 50 kilometres, we've found a very nice farmer and she said we can fish her river. One small problem, I've got to get that car and boat down this hill. When it comes to four-wheel driving, I'm a very good fisherman, but you know what? Go slow, what could possibly go wrong?
Keep going.
Just like I bought one. How easy was that? Well, we're 5 metres from the shore and Rod reckons this is the place to start. So Rick, cast away, my friend.
Thank you very much.
We're on! Big fish. Well done, mate. Gee, didn't he come out of nowhere? Yeah, just watching me while I go under the boat, go around the back. Well done. Didn't he hit?
He hit real well.
He hit hard.
He's a big fish, I can tell just by the way he's hanging.
There's a big fish, so just keep the weight on.
When you meet him up.
Oh,
Metre plus, we reckon, mate. Keep the weight on. Now just take your time, Rick. It's your first decent cod. Go round, good man, just take your time. We can nearly see this fish. He's just there. Oh, there he is. Slowly lift him, just if you can. Oh, here's a big fish. Oh, how's that weight? And isn't that amazing? We decide to come back down the river. Oh, that's a big cod, it's a big cod. Just slowly.
Drop the rod tip.
Yes! Yes, baby! I gotta tell you, how happy we are to see that fish. We were just having a little bit of fishing chat, talking about fishing on the daily river for barramundi.
and how hard it is on days like this.
Mate, and you made a comment about striking fish. The next thing I see this, what's he on? That is a brute of a fish, and you know what that is? That is what hard work does, mate, because we've been doing it tough, we've worked hard, but that is the results you get when you work hard. Mate, I'm happy. You happy?
Oh, I'm very, very happy.
Mate, lift him in if you can.
Oh, he's a heavy fish.
He's a big, heavy fish. Oh, he's a brute, mate. Now, I've got the glove on. He has absolutely smacked that mumbler. It is right down there. And I'm going to try and lift this for you. Have a look at that for a fish.
Magnificent.
How's that for your first Murray
Oh, I
cod?
can't believe it. Still can't believe it.
Rod Mackenzie, you know his stuff. What did he say to you 2 seconds ago?
I forget.
He said put a mumbler on, didn't he?
He did say put a mumbler on.
And was it the first cast?
Second cast.
Second cast with the mumbler, and that's what you get, a big Murray cod. And just check this out. How's that mumbler down there in the guts? That is mind-blowing. These fish, very, very special. Big girl like this, she could lay possibly 80,000 eggs. We're going to get her back, but this is why you come and fish a Murray cod. Rick, I'm very, very happy for you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
That is amazing. Aren't they just incredible fish?
Beautiful fish.
Could you imagine how beautiful they were until you saw one?
No, this is the first big cod I've actually seen in real life. And yeah, I'm just amazed by how beautiful the fish is.
They're incredible, aren't they? Well, he's got my thumb and I'm holding him because I've got the gloves on. When he lets go of my thumb, I'll let him go. Let go, dude. There you go, and away he goes. Straight down to the depths. Look at that big tail just disappear.
Excellent.
And I reckon I fished for Murray cod for 20 years before I got my first bite. How long have you been fishing for Murray cod?
One day.
You know what I like about Rick Symes? Nothing at this point. Nothing at all. But I love you. That's
Thanks,
all
mate.
good. That is gold. Murray cod gold.
Until this morning, I'd never seen this lure. It's called a mumbler. Rod, our guide, said, Rick, tie on the mumbler, and when you're on the river this morning, any deep hole you see, make sure you've got your mumbler on. Flick it out, let it swim down to the bottom. Once it hits the bottom, then slowly retrieve, and always fill the bottom with the mumbler. And I just can't wait until I find the next deep hole and throw the old mumbler in.
When fishing for Australian natives like Murray cod, structure is so important. If you've ever looked at cod in a fish tank, they get right under the log, they bury in the gravel. So if you don't bring your lure right past their nose, they're not going to chase it. They're looking for an easy feed. So it's so important to cast at structure. But the other thing is when you actually cast out, make sure you can feel structure the whole way in. So on my retrieve, I'm winding very, very slow because the big cod are lazy. I want them to be able to get the lure, and I'm also feeling for every little bump. If I can't feel bumps, I'll let it sink down a bit further. So I make sure I'm working the bottom the entire retrieve. Rick Symes, you are unbelievable. Still weight there?
I think there's still weight there.
Is he swimming towards you?
I think he's
Yeah,
swimming
I can
towards,
see him
yeah.
swimming towards you, yep. He's coming at you. There's a bit of weight there when you hooked him too, mate.
There was a little bit.
And that one's on the cast.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there's a nice fish. What is
nice
it, maybe a yellow belly?
Is it a yellow or is it a little...
Oh, it's a little cod.
It's a
Little cod. On the cast. You're doing it all, mate.
I am.
He's a puppy.
He is only a little pup, isn't he?
Just slide him in.
Beautiful little fish. The old mumbler again.
I've now had my shower. My poor old cameraman nearly fell in. Mate, the mumbler's done it again.
It has.
You are the mumbler.
Thank you very much.
Now, how good was that hit compared to the big one?
It wasn't a lot different,
Really?
actually. You know, he really hit it hard, and I thought the fish was a lot bigger. I'm not complaining,
Right.
because it's my second Murray cod.
Put the glove on.
Thank you.
You need to pick up this fish. The last one bit me and it hurt a lot. So make sure you always wear a glove with Murray cod because seriously, look at that. That is a nasty bite. They call it the old cod finger. Now, just be very careful, mate. Let him open his gob. I didn't think they actually had cod that small in this system. Just support his belly. Beautiful. Very, very important to support the belly of cod no matter what the size. And the incredible thing about this, I was doing a bit of reading on cod. These things have been decimated, part of Australian history.
Right.
They've been decimated. In 1880, I think it was, just out of one port near Moama, they took 147,000 kilograms of Murray cod to the market in Melbourne.
Unbelievable.
But they've made a great comeback. You know, the good thing, they're actually eating the European carp.
Excellent. Good to hear.
It is good, and it's great that this fish this size in the system. I mean, Rick's first fish this big, this fish that big, it means they're breeding and they're eating carp. Carp are a noxious pest, not a good thing at all. The fact that these guys are eating them, Rick, I reckon that's about the best news this river could ever have.
It is good to hear.
How's the carp we've seen today? Sucking mud off the top.
Big carp feeding on top of the water, free feeding in the weed. So, yeah, if we can get rid of the carp, fish like this are going to prosper.
Not a good look, but that certainly is.
Murray cod, big or small, I love them all. We've used a few outfits today. The outfit I'm currently using is the Shimano Chronarch 200 E5 7-ball bearing reel. Absolutely love it. Rod G Loomis multi-back. Fins 50-pound braid. Might sound a little heavy, but some of these Murray cod are absolute monsters, and we want to be able to stop them before they get their head back in the timber.
Well, this is just epic. Our crew is catching up. We've come to a deep hole where we started fishing today. You're on again, Mr. Symes.
I am. I can't believe me luck.
What's your secret, seriously?
Oh, look, it's probably just my expertise on all things fishing.
I was thinking it might have been a bit of luck, but you know what? I'll take your luck. I'm calling you Mr. Cod, and I think you need to buy a bigger angle, mate, because this thing won't fit.
I definitely won't fit.
Not that we're going to put this in the angle. This
No.
fish is going back. Have you seen it yet?
No, I haven't.
It looks solid, doesn't it?
It does look solid. It was a solid hit, so...
Hey, what is the hit like? What does it feel like?
it's very steely.
Yep.
And it's something you don't sort of think that you're on the bottom.
Yep.
You definitely know it's a fish.
Is he on? Oh no, here he comes. Oh, he's in the weed.
He's in the weed.
That's all right. Just take
Here
your
we go.
time. Nice.
Yep, yeah,
Oh, look at those thumps.
Yeah, he's thumping. He's got a few head.
I think he's. Oh, look at
that's
the
a nice
weed.
fish.
Oh, this is just mind blowing. How's the way they
finished
kick?
yet. Here he goes.
Look at that gob.
In he goes. There we are.
All I can say is they called him Mr. Mumbler. Rick, there's something I have to do. I have to bow to the great man. Oh my cod. There is a cod. His name is Rick Symes. And see that sun? Well, it's not coming out of your backside. Well, it could be, because I reckon the sun is shining that way. Well done, my friend.
Thanks, mate.
That is amazing. That is absolute gold. Well, we've moved over to the bank to protect this fish. That's a good one too, Rick. You got the glove on?
I've got the glove on.
Grab your fish. He's covered in weed. Well, this is the best day's Murray cod fishing I've ever had, mate. And when I say that, these are a fish, you just want to see them, just to see this fish in the flesh. You know the incredible thing about these, they've got a massive guts. You know what they eat?
No idea.
They eat everything. One fish caught a few years back actually had a snake in its guts, a copperhead. They eat ducks. If there's a lot of cod on a waterway, you'll notice there's no birds because I come and eat a whole duck.
Okay.
They eat soccer balls, golf balls, freshwater mussels, and the incredible thing is too, if they eat something they don't like they eat a tortoise, the shell, they actually spit out the shell after they've digested the rest of it. So they're incredible creatures. Biggest freshwater fish in Australia, and believe it or not, they can grow to over 200 pounds.
Be very impressive.
Very impressive. Well, talk about impressive. Rick Symes, Angle Australia, you are the man. Mr. Cod, they call him. Unbelievable. This has been the best day. Do yourself a favour, go cod fishing. These things, they're absolutely incredible. Now, old Rob Mackenzie, he is Cod Mac. Check him out on Facebook. He knows how to find these beautiful fish. Rick, how special is it to get in the water and spend some one-on-one time with a true Aussie legend?
Very special moment.
It is amazing. When you're ready and you feel the fish is ready to go, just let it go. And this is really good for big fish. If you can get in the water, support the belly, just let them relax. I mean, their lactic acid build up as well. And whenever you're ready, mate, you just look at that. You're giving a little stroke there.
I am giving a little
Give a rub on the tummy, mate.
If he lets go of my thumb, I reckon we'll be halfway there. Come on, big boy, let go.
He won't let go, will he?
He won't let go, here we go.
There you go. And this is a great thing too. If he doesn't swim, you can go and go, oh, look at that, he's off.
Look at that, he's off. Beautiful.
He is gone. Now, for all the people out there in Television Land who have dreamt that one day they might catch a Murray cod, what is the Symes secret?
The mumbler. The mumbler lure. Unbelievable.
You've heard it first. It's all about the mumbler. Gee, that took some string. That took some serious string, Rick, when I hooked this one.
Did it? That
looked
good.
It just nailed that mumbler. We found one more mumbler in the box, and don't they whack it hard? I was daydreaming, mate. As you do when you go fishing, you start thinking about going home, seeing your little boy, or things you've done in the past fishing-wise. This took 5 metres of line when he hit. And that's what I love about cod. See that big tail? They're a fish that moves very quick over a short distance, and you might notice my camera boat's rocking a bit. That's because this cod just displaces so much water. What do we got here? Excuse the shadows. They're just incredible fish. I cannot stress enough how badly you need to come and catch a Murray cod. He just took line then. He pulled some string. Here he comes, mate. Don't you just love him? Look at those white tips on the tail. He's just about yours, mate. And you know what that is, Mr. Symes? That is what you call a thumper. It's a thumper. He's a horse. He is a horse. Oh, look at the guts on him too. Rick Symes, look at the guts on this thing, and I can feel his guts is full. Absolutely chockers with food. And that fish is in the mid-90s. That's 90 centimetres plus of Murray cod. And just look at the anatomy of this fish. Look at that big, powerful tail. When he's on the surface, see those big kicks? Check out those pec fins and that big gob for eating whatever he wants. And that is why they're so powerful over short distances. The take, amazing. And the mumbler. Isn't it amazing? When your mates give you a mumbler, what can happen on a Murray cod fishing trip? This guy's going back, and I'm one very happy camper. Yes, that is gold. Check out our website at ifishtv.com.au for all the latest info. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at ifishtv for updates, great pics and cool clips. Well, it's official. How magnificent those beautiful Murray cod. That was the best day's freshwater fishing I've ever had in my life. How awesome are those cod? Big fat bellies, massive gobs, snapping up those lures. They're a true Australian icon. They're as Aussie as meat pies, kangaroos and that famous Great Barrier Reef.